Hello, Ahmed. How are you?
I'm fine, never better. How about yourself?
Good. Well, we're doing this virtual class for your C1 preparations. And I've been reading about synthetic biology and learning that viruses can travel over frequencies. So I think I'm going to put on my mask.
Yeah. I don't have a mask right now, so just I'm going to be free. Ma
When's your C1 class?
Class with
Uh,
you?
I, I mean, yeah, right now. What I meant to say was, when is your C1 exam?
Well, on the 10th of December, December 10th.
Remember, we want to get your writing up to snap, and so you're going to be writing, and you're going to send me some of it. Okay.
Well, I have here on the list of things to do today. I'm going
Yeah.
to write an essay for you.
And want you to also write me about the life of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him.
Alayhi salatu wasalam. Peace be upon him.
Okay. n- Today we're going to be talking about office language and continuing our course on business English. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds great. I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Yes.
Yes.
And I love your green screen. You're a professional now. You're in show business.
Thanks, dude. It's a labor of love.
You know it. Can you go ahead and read the aims for today's class?
Sure.
The goals?
Uh, the first one, practice reading a text about the language of the working world. Number two, learn common buzzwords and phrases used in business settings. Number three, practice using an appropriate tone and style in spoken and written business communication.
Would you say that the style of business writing is very different to like an informal email?
Well, I think so. Yeah, the language differs.
Okay. Can you read what it says on the next page about business language?
Sure. So we use language differently in different situations. You might speak differently when chatting with your mates than you did when you met your boss for the first time. Today, we'll investigate the word of corporate and business jargon. Can you pronounce this word for me?
Jargon. Jar-
Jargon. Thank
can you give me some examples of other areas of life that might use their own jargon?
Medical jargon.
Yeah. What about
Business jargon.
show business jargon? Is there show business jargon?
Business jargon.
What about show business jargon?
What's show business jargon? Could you explain that to me?
Like take five, lights, camera, action, doing a reading. That's
Yeah, and also teaching jargon like lead in, like TTT.
explain what TTT is.
TTT and STT. TTT stands for teacher talking time, and STT stands for student talking time. So while teaching a class, you should minimize your TTT and maximize your STT. Of course, you don't want to speak every single minute in the class. You just need to give the chance to students to speak. So this is
Mhm.
how STT comes.
And that's easy for me to do with you because you're so motivated to speak in English.
Yeah, that's exactly, buddy. I want to learn. I want to be American. An American.
Yeah, you're almost there. Can you do the read the vocabulary review on the next page, please?
Sure. Performance-based leadership skills, growth strategies, flexible ideas, emerging or emerging,
Emerging.
emerging. Okay. Flat hierarchy,
Mhm.
cost efficient, collaborative network, initiatives.
Very good, very good. Can you give me an example of performance-based leadership skills?
Performance-based leadership skills. Well, performance-based leadership skills, like let's say controlling a group of people, just giving them instructions, maybe.
Yeah. What about like within a company? Can you give an example of when somebody in a company would show leadership?
Well, it could be like cooperation,
Hmm.
helping others, maybe, and
Hmm.
also it could be like guiding the others to the correct direction.
Yeah. And you might not even have to be in a position of authority to show leadership.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
because it's something that comes from within. I think you've always been a leader wherever you've gone, like graduating with a law degree and then managing Kentucky Fried Chicken and traveling around the world, setting up English academies.
That's true, buddy. And you know, I haven't taken any leadership courses or administration courses or management courses. I've just learned it, you know, from my mistakes. So uh,
Mhm.
this is what we call it hard learning. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah, good. What about growth strategies? Can you give me an example of growth strategies?
Well, these are the methods and ways to grow the company, the incomes company. Like,
The,
for
the
example,
company's income. The
the
company.
company's income. Yes, yes, the company's income. Like, for example, in the marketing department, they sometimes make publicity on Facebook, paid publicity.
I just a minute. I have a customer, so I'm going to pause the video.
But by the way, wait.
So, what about growth strategies at Geneva Academy? Can you give some concrete examples?
Right now we are trying to work on that. I mean, like we are trying to get our students back, and we're trying to work on some growth strategies, such as uh, uh, like paid advertisement on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, and also we are trying to make also we are trying to give free classes. So I think this is considered to be one of the growth strategies
Okay,
because you know we are
yeah.
having customers behind these strategies.
And it's been a long time coming because we've been closed for the pandemic. Can you go ahead and read the next page, page 5, please?
Yeah, we believe in performance-based leadership skills. We'll judge you and guide you based on how you work. We want to expand our company, so we are exploring growth strategies. We are looking at emerging markets. Our office has a flat hierarchy, which means each worker is an equally important part of the team. I am part of a collaborative network of graphic designers. We occasionally work together on big projects.
What do you think it means to have a flat hierarchy in a business environment?
Well, that means simply that the manager is not as important as we expect. Like I mean, like everybody is important, and everybody is as important as everybody else. I mean, like like all people have roles and have work to do, and even the manager, even like the least and the most important one, they are working together just to make the company successful.
Okay. What about a collaborative network? Can you give another example or maybe your own example of what that would be?
Collaborative network, of course, like we are, like we do
Hmm.
now, me and you and Carla in the academy. So we are just helping each other to improve the academy. Even you, buddy, now you're not like physically working for us, but you are just trying us. You are talking good things about the academy. You are just sending us customers. When anybody asks about the academy, you give
Sure,
good
yeah.
information. You give good
I,
information. So this
well,
is
I can't be there physically. I certainly am there in spirit.
That's true. So here it comes, collaborative network.
Great. Can you go ahead and read the next page?
Sure. I have a very laid back workplace. My boss has flexible ideas about what business casual clothing means. Laid back. Can you explain more about this word?
Laid back means easygoing, so in a relaxed way, where maybe people are motivated, and so their boss doesn't need to watch them because they're the project is their manager, so to speak. But it's interesting it mentions business casual because here in Latin America we're accustomed to business men wearing suits and ties and even suit jackets on sunny days, which seems a little weird to me. But in the business world in the U.S., they have a different style of dress, and it's the business casual. Like
Mm.
maybe Dockers pants and a short sleeve shirt. Uh, Do, do you know if how do they dress in Egypt? Have you seen business casual maybe over there?
It depends on the place itself. Like everywhere, if it's an international company, then I think yeah, they are not laid back. They are not in a laid back atmosphere. They are just wearing uh, formal clothes.
But there's
To,
always casual Fridays. Casual Fridays.
yes, casual Fridays. You can wear whatever you want.
Okay. Let's go to the next page. We're talking about these words: enterprise, world class, customer centric. Can you go ahead and read these phrases and words on page 7?
Sure. World class, outside the box thinking, disseminates collaboratively, cutting edge, cross functional, customer centric, enterprise. Here are they.
Okay. What do you think it means to be customer centric? If a business is customer centric, what do you think that means?
Well, they always focus on customer needs and customer issues. So they are trying to satisfy customers in all ways. I mean, like this company is a customer-centric company. That means this company always care for customers. Is that
Always cares for customers. I think an English institute, almost by its very nature, has to be customer centric because if the students aren't happy, then they get another teacher.
that's true.
What about
That's
what about KFC? When you managed Kentucky Fried Chicken in Saudi Arabia, was the customer always right?
it's very customer centric, you know. Yeah, we have this slogan, customers are always right. And always if we have an issue with a customer or something, they always they always work in favor of the customer, never and against the employee. So they always with the customer, even the customer is wrong, but customers are always right.
That's something that businesses in Latin America would do well to learn from. What about outside the box thinking?
Sorry.
What about outside the box thinking?
Well, like you think of new ideas, different ideas, like uh, not very simple and usual things or ideas. Like you try to think outside the box, try to think differently.
Hmm. Have you had to do this yet? Do that this year when we were forced to close because of the quarantine and still just trying to
Yeah,
recover?
I think launching or creating the YouTube channel is outside the box thinking.
Yeah. Before I let you go, can you mention those links? I know one of them is Learn English with Geneva Academy, and you can see me on that channel. And there's also one that's more for the Arabic world called Learn English with Holly.
That's true. That's true. The first channel for Spanish speakers, which called Master Languages with Geneva Academy, and the first one for the Middle East and Arabic speakers, which called Learn English with Khali. So
Yeah.
visit them.
And we're going to try to collaborate interviewing some Muslim scholars. And I'm looking forward to having your help producing those shows.
You know, buddy, I'm super excited about the idea of having Yusuf Estes with us, which is amazing. Believe me.
Amazing
Hopefully,
guy. Okay, Ahmed, it's been a great class. I'm going to let you go now, and I'll talk. I'll call you in 2 minutes to wrap up.